So many people feel that way, that struggle to find their space.
Both of them. They're trying to figure out where they fit in this whole spectrum of beauty, acceptance. Makes you think how much of what we think about ourselves comes from out.
Welcome to Book Haven.
Okay, so we are diving deep into Skin by Ibi Zoboi.
Right.
And this is a young adult novel in verse, which is a really cool format.
Yeah.
We're going to be heading to Brooklyn, New York.
Always a good place to be.
Yeah, Brooklyn's got this energy, right? Like a pulse. Things happening, secrets hiding just below the surface, you know?
You can feel it.
Yeah, and in the middle of it all, we got these two teenagers, Marisol and Genevieve. Their lives are about to, well, not just cross paths, but really get tangled up.
Yeah, entangled. And it's not just any teenage drama. We're talking Caribbean folklore, family secrets that go way back, like the stuff that makes you question who you are.
It's the journey both these girls are on, right?
Yeah.
Figuring out who they are in the world.
Exactly, that search for identity,
Yeah.
universal. But Zoboi gives it this unique twist. I mean, she uses the setting, Brooklyn, to really mirror that larger world, you know? Different cultures bumping up against each other, everyone trying to find their place.
Yeah, like a microcosm. Right?
Exactly.
And we're dropped right into Marisol's world, 15 years old, fresh off the boat from the Caribbean with her mother, Lourdes.
And they're carrying some serious baggage, metaphorically and, well, literally.
Okay, got to address the elephant, or should I say, soucouyant in the room.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's soucouyants. Now, for those who haven't brushed up on their Caribbean folklore,
We gotcha.
these are, well, they shed their skin at night
It's not pretty.
and become these beings that need souls to, well, survive. Intense, right?
Yeah, and imagine being 15, trying to navigate a new school, new country, and oh, by the way, you turn into a soul sucker when the sun goes down.
Talk about your typical teenage worries. But it goes deeper than just the spooky stuff.
Well, for sure, this folklore, it's a metaphor, right, for that whole immigrant experience. That struggle to fit in, but also not lose who you are, where you come from. It's like, how much do you shed to be accepted?
Yeah, like what parts of yourself do you got to leave behind? And is it worth it? Heavy stuff.
And Zoboi, she's playing with this idea of shedding skin, literally and figuratively. It's assimilation, right? But it makes you question, is that truly becoming part of something or just losing yourself?
Right. It's like, how much can you change before you're not you anymore?
Big questions.
So we've got Marisol and her unique situation. Now, on the other side of town, there's Genevieve, 17, biracial, living with her dad, who's an anthropologist, and her stepmom. But her black mother's out of the picture. And Genevieve, she's feeling that absence, that missing piece.
That yearning for connection, to know where you come from, it's powerful.
And on top of that, she's got this mysterious skin condition. Painful, except, get this, under the full moon.
Okay, now that's interesting. Almost like she's drawn to something she doesn't even understand.
Right, like something's pulling her.
Like the moon holds some answer.
So we've got these two girls, seemingly from different worlds, but their journeys are, well, kind of mirroring each other.
Two sides of the same coin, you know? Marisol, she's tied to this heritage that's both scary and empowering. And Genevieve, she's searching for a heritage that feels lost.
And both of them are trying to figure out who they are in the middle of it all.
And how much of that is given and how much do you get to choose? You know, that's the big question about identity, right?
Totally. And then, well, things get really interesting. Fate steps in. Lourdes, Marisol's mom, she becomes the nanny for Genevieve's step-siblings.
Talk about a coincidence.
Right. Or is it? But it brings them together, their worlds collide, and that's when the real magic starts.
Zoboi, she's smart, right? Because it feels natural. These girls, they bond, they start sharing secrets, vulnerabilities. They're teenagers, right? And they're going through it. And in the process, they uncover these family histories that, well, intertwine. It's like their pasts are connected in ways they never imagined.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like those stories your grandma tells you, but on a whole other level. Like, the past is never really past, you know? It's shaping us even generations later.
And it's not just warm, fuzzy connections they're uncovering.
Yeah.
They're dealing with some heavy stuff. Colorism, beauty standards. So just within the black community, you know, things get complicated.
And Zoboi, she doesn't shy away from that. We see how it affects both of them, right? Marisol, she's already anxious about her dark skin, and then the whole soucouyant thing, it's like a physical manifestation of those prejudices she's facing.
And for Genevieve, it's like she doesn't fit in anywhere. Too black for the white world, not black enough for the black world. Like, where does she belong?
It's heartbreaking, right? But it's real. So many people feel that way, that struggle to find their space.
Both of them. They're trying to figure out where they fit in this whole spectrum of beauty, acceptance. Makes you think how much of what we think about ourselves comes from outside, you know? And how do we break free from that?
That's the heart of the book, right? Finding your true self, even the parts that maybe the world doesn't like.
Even the monstrous parts.
And that takes courage.
So, ask in. It's more than just a story. It's a journey. Two girls, different backgrounds, their lives weaving together, creating this powerful narrative about family, heritage, and constantly evolving, becoming who you are.
It makes you think, makes you question.
And it stays with you. Makes you wonder, if you could shed your skin, like literally, metaphorically, what would you leave behind? What parts of you would you hold on to?
What would your new skin look like?
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
And that's our deep dive into Eskin.
Hope you enjoyed the ride.
Until next time.
See you then.
Grab Essican by Ibi Zoboi now on sale for just $13.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Click Buy Now today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.